igen.
The place looked like it had been out of business for a while.
Kommer.
The stall was... Hi! I wonder if you can help me. I'm looking for Vera's security.
Yes.
By the way.
Call me Bassam. And do please forgive me, but I'm in no mood.
Bra
I have a
samma.
resounding headache.
Ska vi se vad vi tar frågan.
Bad migraine, eh?
The worst. The buzzing and flashing from the old sign is killing me. I thought the neon sign had potential until it broke.
Is it your sign?
No, the previous owners. Used to be a restaurant. But this is horrible. Adversely affecting my footfall and giving me a splitting headache.
Nyårsagn.
You want me to try fixing that sign for you?
Do you know what you're doing?
I'm very good at fixing things.
Then please do. I'm no good at electricals. Marketing analysis and predicting trends is more my thing.
Bassam had already told me. Do you have any use for nail clippers?
No.
Smell this.
Ooh.
Vi kollar på neon.
I took a good look at the sign. The wiring was exposed and the cover... No wonder it was flashing.
Fan, vad hette han? Sal... Nej. Vad heter han? Det är...
I pulled the wire off. Well, that was one way to stop the letters flashing. Now only half the sign was illuminated.
Sal...
A small piece of wire.
Ja, vad fan ska vi göra med den vagnen?
I decided to keep the wire. If Bassam knew...
Skitsamma. Ja, vi går in här. Vi väntar.
Help!
What's wrong?
There's a monster
What? Where?
on the floor. Get rid of it.
Oh,
Ja, en skalbagg.
Yes, the cockroach. Help!
Come here, little fella. I was never going to catch it with my bare hands. There were crumbs on the floor. That wouldn't make... That would have...
Finns det något att ta?
Romanovs, a Russian brand cigarette. The pack was empty. As a child, I'd always been told not to play with matches. The ashtray was full of cigarette butts. The filters were gold-colored. Very... The Veraphone. I tipped out the matches. I couldn't catch it just by... I was never going to catch it. I couldn't catch it just... I couldn't... That was never going to work. That was almost a... An empty match. That was...
Leave that radio alone and salt this damn cockroach.
I only had a few matches, using one... I only had a few matches, using one now probably what... That so didn't work. It didn't work. They didn't go together. They didn't go together. I only had a few matches. Using one now probably wasn't a good idea. The ashtray was full of Romanovs. I didn't want to leave that there. I didn't want to leave... I was never gonna... I only had a few... I couldn't catch it just by swiping at it. I'd need to entice it closer. I set down my matchbox. Cockroaches like hiding in dark places. Not a bad idea when you think about it. Cockroach wasn't going for it. The box needed some bait. I needed a bet. That wouldn't... That would have... The box needed some bait. The box needed some bait. I was never going to catch it with my bare hands. That wouldn't have worked. That was... I needed a better... That wouldn't work. That would... Hello, I'm...
Cockroach! I see the little bag.
She wasn't going to talk to me while that cockroach... The Vera... The ashtray was full of cigarette butts. The ashtray was full of cigarettes. Romanovs. The buzzing and...
And I am very grateful. When you're building a brand, I need a name that makes...
Could you help me with...
really have time for ancillary projects. I need a brand. A clear message that grabs my key demographic by the lapels and hurls them into my economic bailiwick.
Excuse me?
You know, a name that sounds magical.
I've got some matches.
Always good to have.
I decided to keep the wire. If Basab... Seemed the letters could be moved around. Shame it didn't have the right letters to spell Basab. I'd have to think of... good name. Hey, Bassam, how about this? I know it's not your name, but
Aladdin. Very cool. That's a terrific name for my store. Hits every one of my USPs.
glad you like it.
You're a genius, George. Let me know if I can do anything for you. Aha, Mr. Stoba.
Do you happen to know a good way to catch a cockroach?
To be honest, George, I'm better at questions on balancing budgets within a liberal economic framework. But as a layman, perhaps I could suggest you trap it? And please, whatever you do, don't squish it.
Why's that?
The entire family will catch the scent and arrive for the funeral.
Ooh, we don't want that.
You need to find a container of some sort. Then I think add this.
Rich tea. Oh, what's that, a cookie?
The perfect cockroach biscuit. Dry, dull, unsatisfying, and yet curiously more...
I'll give it a try.
Glad to help.
Do you know anything about Vera's security over there?
Not really.
Why do you say that?
Rush setup, new sign, low investment.
I really like your...
It's magnificent.
What do you think?
I'm over the moon, George. Thanks to you. And you know what they say?
So what are you selling?
Ah, I'm glad you asked.
Like...
English biscuits, Turkish delight, French cassettes, Brazilian Betamax video.
Thank you for the cookie.
You're very welcome.
Vi ska se om kaka funkar då.
I added some bait to the matchbox. Even I was finding it hard to resist that little trap. Gotcha!
You are a gentleman and no mistake. I hate cockroaches.
Always ready to help a damsel in distress.
I bet you are. Can share it?
Oh, gosh,
Easy mistake.
Oh, but I have been
Yes.
There's been a theft at Le Lézard Bleu. A painting's been stolen.
Shame. Still.
I believe your company set up the security.
Oh, no, we didn't.
Oh, yes, you did.
Didn't.
Did.
I've got all day.
But I didn't. It says here that Vera was hired to do the security at the gallery. Didn't do a very good job, did you?
Where did you get that?
At the gallery?
That job was signed off. You can't say we were to blame.
I was getting a bad feeling. The place looked like a... Maybe the office itself.
Are you done? Only I want to listen to this next race. No thanks.
I've got a cookie.
Those dry
I caught the cockroach. Look, isn't he a sweetie?
Ah! Keep it away from me.
Thanks.
Please stay on the other side.
It was like she had some kind of psychic.
Look, do you mind not touching the
Annette's peripheral. The Vera.
Do you mind?
Annette was.
Hands off, mister.
Can I just have a look?
Certainly not. That book is very private.
Ja, vad fan.
Hello, Vera Security. We make you secure. Damn nuisance calls.
Du ska till den. Ja.
Hello, Vera Security. We make you secure.
Jag har fastnat.
Damn nuisance calls.
In och spela. Ja, nu vet jag. Ringa.
Hello, Vera Security. We make you secure. Damn nuisance calls.
I wanted to see what secrets the book.
Då fick jag nu en bild.
A very bad photo of Laney and Annette. That guy sure got around. A very bad photo of Laney and Annette. That guy sure got around.
What can I do?
Recognize this?
Hey, that's my photo.
That's you with Lane, I believe.
So, what if it is?
What is he to you?
Oh, my actor. That's what he is. My little actor.
Yeah, I thought you said you had nothing to do with the gallery.
Look, here's how it is. I've only been here a few weeks. I had nothing to do with that gallery job. I just delivered the paperwork.
So, who was the manager before you?
I don't know. She just, one day, didn't come. The boss told me to keep my mouth shut.
Annette, could I just have a quick look in your back office?
What do you take me for?
What? No. I mean, can I look in there?
Oh, I see. No, you can't. It's private.
Pivot.
Are you betting on a horse?
No, I just like hearing the sound of hooves.
Oh, well, that's unusual.
Don't be an idiot. I got 50 euros on Lucky Break.
Ah, well, I hope you win.
So do I, Sherry. So do I.
The boss. Have you got his number or address?
No, I've forgotten it. I mean, I never knew it.
Annette, a serious crime has been committed. You're in a lot of trouble.
I had nothing to do with it. Look, I need this job. I need the money. Anyway, it's only a silly old painting. No one got hurt.
Jävla tjusaren.
The gallery owner was shot.
Badly?
Yeah, he's pretty dead.
Oh.
This is a murder investigation. Now, who's your boss?
I don't know. Honest, he faxes me if he wants anything.
He. Who's he?
I've never seen him, never met him. Don't make trouble for poor Annette.
Thanks. I was pretty sure Annette had told me all she was going to. She sounded scared. Time to put the thumb screws on Lane, and I knew just how.
Ja. Ja, ska vi till lägg?
Time to confront Lane.
Konfrontera längden. Var fan är han någonstans?
The gallery was sealed off. The place looked empty. Lane wasn't exactly easy to miss, and it looked like he wasn't around. The door was locked and sealed off with I needed to find Lane, and
Ja, måste sitta i kaféet.
Hi.
Monsieur?
I'm looking for Mr. Lane. Has he been here?
Ah, yes, monsieur. He came by earlier. Told me he was off to console Henri's widow. I hope she's out.
Hi.
Monsieur?
Are you sure Lane's gone to visit Henri's widow?
Yes, that's what he told me.
Do you recognize the woman in this photo?
She was here the other night with Lane. They sneaked away to the gallery.
My suspicions of Lane were mounting, but I didn't really think he had it in. The Sacré-Cœur. Unfortunately.
Ja, vad fan? Lane! Vad fan är du?
So Lane was consoling the widow.
Här någonstans är han.
Great heart that guy had. Did he have a grand scheme or just loose morals? The door was locked.
Hello?
This is George Stobart. May I come up?
I'm sorry, this is a very inconvenient time. Come back later.
I know that's you, Mr. Lane. I need to talk to you. Mr. Lane, does the name Annette mean anything to you?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I need to talk to Madame Dubois.
I'm sure it can wait.
Mm-hmm. If you don't let me in, I'll tell the police about your interesting connection to the security company.
All right then. Come on, but make it brief.
Lurar man folk?
Dear Lord, George, you have a worse timing. Is this a bad time to accuse you of lying?
What do you want?
I've just come from Vera's security.
So?
Tell me about Annette. Who? From Vera Security.
I don't know any Annette.
Jävlar, han har en nakenbinde.
What do you know about the owner of Vera Security?
I've never had the pleasure.
I'm surprised you let your conquests keep souvenirs.
Where did you get that?
Annette lent it to me.
Quit waving it around, for God's sake.
Come on, Lane. Tell me about Annette.
All right, all right.
Fina binder.
Okay, keep your voice down, please.
And you two fixed the security for the robbery?
No, nothing like that. Anyway, the fling was a mistake. She turned out to be rather needy.
I believe you. You're not a criminal, just a lecherous old man.
Less of the old, if you don't mind. As it happens, I make a lot of women happy.
Especially when you leave them. Can you tell me anything about the owner of Vera?
Annette told me he's some angry-looking Russian chap.
Okay, Lane. Take off.
You can't tell me what to do.
You want me to show Bijou this picture?
All right, I'm going. You haven't heard the last of me, Stobart.
Promise?
And give me that photo.
Vad ska du nu?
Telling the truth. That meant that Annette was lying. She said she'd never met the owner. I wondered if she was hiding something interesting in that background.
Are you going to introduce yourself properly?
Pleased to make your acquaintance, madame. My name's George Stobart.
Call me Bijou. Hello, young man. Such a delight to have a new...
I'm from the insurance company. I'm so sorry.
Henri, my poor...
Could I just ask you a few...
Well, why not?
Henri was very brave at the gallery. He tried to stop the thief and paid the ultimate price.
Henri was my lion and my little pussycat.
Lite pussycat.
How are you coping?
I'm still trying to take it in, Sherry.
Can you tell me about the gallery? Was the business doing well?
The gallery was Henri's baby.
So you weren't involved?
Not at all. Business is...
Your record player seems to be stuck on the same song.
Yes, this song.
Bijou, I think someone involved with the gap. It wasn't Hector Lane.
But who else?
I don't know. But I will get to the bottom of it, I promise you. Do you know this company, Vera Security?
No.
Rich Tea?
Why is it?
I was feeding it to a cockroach.
I think perhaps.
Hey, this might cheer you up. Say hello to Trevor.
A cockroach?
I prefer the word pal.
And I prefer the. Please never show it to me again.
Thank you for your help, Bijou.
My pleasure, young man.
Bijou appeared to know nothing. I still couldn't discount Ray. Annette, on the other hand, had lied about Vera Security's owner. The artist was entering his cubist phase. Two lovers entwined. Henri was now on balance.
Sherry, please don't touch my table. I keep everything in perfect order.
You have a beautiful home, Bijou.
Oh, thank you. Sherry. Sherry.
The view through America. The subject looked vulnerable. The stereo was playing the same tune over and over again. Night was falling, and that left for the evening. It was time to pay a visit to Vera Security.
Ja.
The empty mall was lit by bright moonlight, the perfect ambiance for a little detective work. I wanted a good look at that back office. I just had to find a way in. Rearranging the sign had been a stroke of genius, even if I... There was an electrical box up there, but I couldn't reach it from the ground. The girder was too high for me to reach.
Alright.
There was no way I could force the shutter open with my bare hands. I needed to find another way. There was an electrical box up there, but I couldn't reach it from the ground. There was an electrical box up.
Nej, det ska inte. Inte puttar fram och tillbaka.
The box was in the perfect position to access the beam above. Nope.
Hur fan ska man?
Rearranging the sign. That was almost... That was...
Där.
I popped the lid open. Inside was an aircon unit and bingo, the master controls for the shutters. The wire connect. It was the master controller for the shutters. was the master control. It was the motor that operated the shutters. That wouldn't make any sense. There was only one end to attach to. I'd cut the wire in half. I hoped I was doing the right thing. The wire connected the power supply to the master controller. It was the cable. The wire connected the shutter motor to the master controller. There was only one end. I'd cut the wire in half. I'd cut the wire in half. I hoped I was doing the right thing. I had redirected the power to the shutter motor.
Så.
In the drawer was a single Q-tip. It was my lucky day. It hadn't been used. The room was pitch black. I couldn't see a thing.
Hur fan tänder man då? Gå in nu då. Jävla gubbe.
That was never gonna happen.
Vaff.
I'd have to get up there again to take a closer look.
Gå upp till det igen då.
Nope, I needed to... I needed a better idea. That wouldn't make any sense. I'd cut the wire in half. fed Trevor a crumb, he'd love that biscuit.
Ah.
That was never... In the corner of the room was a pizza delivery scooter, just like the one the killer had escaped on.
Nu har vi den.
The shredder was jammed. There was a letter jammed in the shredder. There was a letter jammed in the The shredder was... I tried to... I tried to free the gears, but they were jammed solid. Its service was long overdue. The shredder was... That would be... That wouldn't work. That was... Oil had dripped from the scooter onto the floor. Oil had dripped... I smeared some oil onto the cotton bud. The air vent had a tiny catch on the side.
Mm.
I smeared the gears with oil. It was time to see what was in the letter.
Nej.
I grabbed the paper.
Mhm. Han! Jag vet inte vad kanterna är. Mr. H. Nej. Ja. Vad är det han nu då? Ah. Gå inte skippa det jävla pusslen. Sån här blir jag förbannad på. Nej. Jag har inte rätt. Ja, så blir det. Sen... Mm. Ja. Ja, det har man.
It was the letter from Henri confirming that Vera's security had the contract for the exhibition. And it also revealed who was in charge at Vera. A guy called Medovsky. At first glance, it all seemed pretty run-of-the-mill. But why was Henri thanking Medovsky for being generous? And why was he pleased to represent him? Maybe Medovsky was the owner we've been looking for. It didn't add up. I had a gut feeling. There was something fishy going on. It was a pizza delivery. The air vent had a tiny catch on the side. The paperclip was perfect for the job. There was definitely something in there. Now, what are you... Gotcha. Well, would you believe it? It was a gun. And very likely the one that had been used to shoot Henri.
Aha! So, what have we here?
Uh-huh.
L'Américain, Monsieur Stobart. You will rue the day you crossed my path, because now you are caught in my net like a little red herring.
Inspector, I'm investigating the robbery.
No, monsieur. You are breaking and entering an innocent storeroom.
I found the murder weapon.
Found? No. Planted? Yes. Move! Arrest this man and take him to the station. I shall squeeze you, Monsieur Stobart, until your pips squeak.
Thanks, Ronnie. I just wish I'd got some better shots of the killer.
Are you kidding? That stuff from the head is very dramatic. You did good, Nico.
So, what's next?
Get me an interview with the owner, and you got something from me.
Be tillfångatagen.
Done it already.
Let me know before you write anything up, okay?
Of course. Oh, gotta go. Someone at the door. Monsieur?
Are you Nicole Collard?
Yes, can I help you?
I need to sit down.
You'd better come in. I loved that camera. It was my computer. Would you like a glass of wine?
Yes, those stairs are a nightmare. That's better.
So, what can I do?
My name is Tiago Marquez. I saw your report on the robbery. I found your address. I came straight away. I needed to see you.
And why is that?
The stolen painting, La Malédiction.
Ronnie had wanted me to interview the owner, and now here he was. Or rather, he was somebody who claimed to... So the stolen painting is yours? Tell me more.
La Malédiction belonged to my family in Catalonia in the 30s, before the Civil War.
So what was it doing here in Paris?
The fascists stole it in 1938. They killed my father, but not me. I escaped. I have been looking for it ever since.
Ja, är det hans son?
You have to help me find it.
1938 dagen dödade hans pappa. Jaha, han har blivit så gammal nu.
Tell me about yourself.
I am Tiago Marquez, the rightful owner of La Malédiction. What else is there to tell?
You traveled all the way from Catalonia?
No, since the war, I've lived in France, in the southwest. And now I want the painting back.
Did you lose all your family in the Civil War?
When they came for us in 38, I fled with my mother. But my father was not so lucky.
I'm sorry.
I would have stayed and fought for freedom, but I was just a boy.
You've got my attention, but if I'm to help you, I need more to go on.
I have something. This old photograph. It is of me and my family. See the painting?
Ja, det är ju han. Det är han.
Yes, it's La Malediction. The photograph suddenly appeared to link the old man.
Pappan dog. Ja, soldaterna sköt ner pappan. Ja, det är han. Han har blivit så gammal nu.
I need to see them.
Why?
Please, I must see them.
All right. Here they are. Here's the thief making off with the painting.
What is that tattoo on his arm?
Looks like a skull and crossbones. Headhunters, hmm?
You will find him, and then you will find my painting.
I can try, monsieur.
You must, mademoiselle.
Marcel.
This shot didn't come out too well.
It's perfect.
Perfect?
Finally, La Malediction, in all its splendor. The lines, the color, the detail. It's been so long since I've seen it.
Then take it. That shot is no good to me.
Really? Thank you, mademoiselle.
This is the best shot I took. They used it in the paper.
Yes, it is how I recognize La Malediction, my painting.
It does look like the one in your photograph.
So close, but now it is lost again.
This one was rejected. George got in the way. Typical.
Who is this George?
Just a friend. He ensured.
So, he will know who is this liar who claims to own my painting.
I don't think he does. That tattoo is really quite distinctive.
Yes, but that is all there is to go on.
That tattoo is...
Yes, but that is all there is to go on.
I decided to wait for a better time. Calling Ronnie would... No. Marquez's story was very interesting, but I needed to corroborate it. I wondered if the gallery kept ownership records. And while I didn't wholly trust you, where are you staying?
What? Nowhere. Here, perhaps.
I didn't want you to stay in my apartment. My neighbor is out of town for a few days. You could stay there.
Yes, that would be good. Thank you.
Great. Let's go. Adam said that he would leave the spare key under the mat.
Nej, jag hoppas att de inte hittar honom. Han är levande exempel. Vi måste skydda honom nu.
The door was locked, but my neighbor always left a key under the mat. My neighbor had
Snygg
left a
säg.
key under the doormat. Which the key wasn't there. The gap was wide, but not wide enough for my fingers. Using the sticky chewing gum, I was able to fish out the key.
English will do.
Glad it's up to standard. I have to go out, monsieur. Ronnie had promised me the front page if I got an interview with the painting's owner. And here was a crazy Spaniard claiming to be just that. I needed to find out who had put the painting up for sale. Maybe there was more to find at the gallery.
Ja, ser hur det går.
Len was sitting outside the cafe. He looked dazed. Hello, Monsieur Len.
Ah, the delectable Nicole Collard, super sleuth. How may I be of service?
I was hoping I'd find you here.
Always available for a love.
Henri's death. It must be so very hard for you.
Yes, I shall miss him deeply. We had... The loss is so hard to endure, even for a man of such inner strength.
What do you know about the owner of La Malédiction?
That was Henri's business. He...
Would anybody else know anything?
Not likely. He kept us... But he always kept them...
I'm writing a follow-up piece on the gallery theft.
Ah, so you need an in...
Something like that.
The police have finished in the gallery. We could chat in the office. It's much more comfortable. More... I might even be able to rustle up a little bottle of champagne.
Maybe later. I have something...
Maybe next time, then.
You mentioned a manifest. How would one get a...
One might start in the office. That's where Henri kept most of his paperwork.
About the gallery.
Of course, my dear. We can go there now, if you would like.
That sounds great.
We can discuss my ordeal.
A cozy chat with Lane was the... But it was my best hope. So, what are we waiting for?
Ja, då går vi då. Kom igen nu, Sockis. Sockis. Han har svårt att resa sig. Han går som han har skitit på sig.
After you, my dear.
After you?
The place was heaving with junk. Finding what I wanted wouldn't be easy. As Lane sat down, something stuck out from beneath the cushion. It looked like a folder. Whatever it was, the police...
Come, join me on the couch. I'm ready. You will be gentle with me, won't you?
Oh, I'm never gentle, Monsieur Le...
Oh. Oh. Do call me Hector.
Lane hadn't noticed the folder. With that amount of padding, who would? The only way to get hold of it was to... Monsieur Lane?
Hector, please.
So you really don't know who owns this?
I'm sorry, my dear, I really don't.
I see Henri had a statue of himself.
Yes. For a man of high aspiration, he had alarmingly low taste. Nevertheless, I shall miss...
What will happen to this place now?
Henri's widow will decide, poor soul. She may find it in her heart to keep me around.
Oh, I'm sure she... Is there anything you can tell me about...
It was an absolute treat to come across it. A true undiscovered gem.
There's no denying it. What can you tell me about the religious significance?
Of course, there is a deep religious symbolism locked within. Central to this must be the pantheon.
Oh, Hector. Perhaps I will join you in that glass of champagne.
But of course, champagne, nature's balm in troubled times.
To new friends.
Too long. Oh, my God, that is so cold!
Oops, silly me. I am so sorry.
I'll have to dry this off. Don't you worry, my dear.
In the folder was a list of all the paintings in the exhibition. La Malediccio had to be there. It was. And next to it was the owner's name, Mr. Medovsky. The police had obviously not spotted the folder. I put it back. I had what I needed for my story. Monsieur Lane, thanks for everything. But I think I hear my editor calling.
Ma chérie, no need to leave so soon. It's only a little spillage.
And I found out who claims to own La Malediccio. Some guy named Medovsky. Sounds Russian, right?
Medovsky, my God.
Who is he?
He's new on the oligarch block. Fresh to London from Russia, with ambition and a bloody reputation. Collard, this is way over your head. I'm gonna put a more experienced crime journalist on the story. I can't afford for you to get hurt.
Relax, Ronnie. This is my story. Leave it with me. Let's discuss it over lunch tomorrow.
Okay. But don't do anything more. See you tomorrow.
Ronnie didn't trust me on this story, but I wasn't going to let him give it to someone else. I was going to have to move fast.
Jaha.
Come in. Hi, George. Great to see you.
Hope you don't mind me just dropping in.
No, not at all. How are you getting on?
Pretty good. I found the gun that was used in the robbery.
I'm impressed.
Yeah? Well, Nave wasn't. He accused me of trying to plant it, and then of being involved in Henri's death. Then he threw me into a cell. He couldn't make it stick, of course, so he had to let me go this morning. But he's convinced I'm involved. So if I put a foot wrong, he'll nail me next time. But, hey, on the bright side, have I got a story for you. Annette, the manager at Vera Security, lied about the owner of the company. When I pieced together that shredded letter, I got a name. Medovsky.
Medovsky. That's the same guy who claims to own La Malediccio.
What? He owns the painting and Vera Security? He has to be the one behind this whole scam.
You're telling me? We have to be sure.
What the?
I cannot sleep on that bed. It is too soft.
Josh, this is Senor Marquez.
Nice to meet you.
So you are this George, huh?
Senor Marquez is staying in the apartment across the hall. Apparently, he's the real owner of La Malediccio.
What? I thought you said Medovsky was the owner.
Senor Marquez claims the painting was stolen from his family during the Spanish Civil War.
Really? Do you have any proof?
Senor Marquez, could you show him the photograph?
Ja. Det är han som är liten. Nu är han stor. Hans pappa blir dödad. Då har han två flytt.
Who's this?
My father. When they came for us in 38, I fled with my mother. But my father was not so lucky.
Och ni såg i början av spelet och förstår ni historien.
Who's this?
My mother, a good woman, a saint.
That's definitely La Maledicio hanging on the wall?
It belonged to my family.
How can we prove this is you as a child?
The dates would tie up shells.
If the painting really was stolen during the 1930s, then this Medovsky guy... But how can I be sure that...
I can prove it. You see the medallion he's wearing? He gave it to me just before he died. This medallion has been in our family for hundreds of years.
It's definitely the same medallion. A snake eating its own tail. That's also on the painting.
It is the Ouroboros.
The what?
The Ouroboros. It is a sign of my people, my family, my faith. The Gnostics. My father was a Gnostic leader. Hence they both displayed it.
A priest I met said the painting was the devil's work. A thing of evil.
Ha! He would say that. Do not believe all you hear from the... Whatever you think, the painting is mine.
If Marquez was the true owner of Maledicio, then Medovsky had no legal claim. Might be tough to prove, but if I... So, if the painting belongs to you, how did Medovsky get it?
After that, it was lost. Until now.
We need to talk to this Medovsky, but how do we find him? Hey, Nico?
Yes, sir?
What do we know about this Medovsky character?
Ronnie said he was dangerous and very rich. He claims to be the owner of La Maledicio.
And appears to... Now that kind of figures. But why steal it?
We need to talk.
To do that, we need to find... So let's go over what we know about the thief.
Okay, well, he had a distinctive tattoo on one arm.
And his helmet had Waterloo Motors across it.
Not a lot to go on.
Why would somebody steal their own painting?
Insurance scam?
I get the impression that Henri... I found the gun that Henri was shot with at Vera Security.
If Medovsky owns Vera...
Well, it can't be Annette, but she has to be involved in... You said the thief had a tattoo.
On his arm, it was a skull and crossbones with headhunters written around it.
We need to track down Waterloo Motors.
Have you tried the internet?
I've been kind of busy.
Okay, let's have a look. Waterloo Station, Battle of Waterloo, Waterloo Kebabs, Waterloo Sunset. Ah, here we go. Waterloo Motors. It's a garage in London. I'll send the number to your phone.
Waterloo Motors.
Hi,
How can I help you?
my name is George Stobart. I'm investigating a murder that was committed here in Paris.
What's that got to do with us?
The guy we're looking for was wearing a helmet with Waterloo Motors on it.
Oh, yeah. It's a very popular helmet.
I don't suppose you know who might have bought one?
Well, not unless you've got any more information, mate.
The killer had a tattoo on his arm. It said, Headhunters.
Oh, I know that guy. Yeah, he bought one of our helmets just the other day.
Terrific. Do you know his name?
Nah. Brings his boss's Merc here to his service. Works the wise though. I hear he don't mess about. The car's registered on Dutchy Street, isn't he? I mean, that's all I know, mate, sorry.
No, that's more than enough. You've been a great help. Thanks for your time.
See ya.
Bingo.
Good work. That has to be the guy. And now we've got his address.
How about a trip to London?
I thought you'd never ask. Senor Marquez, will
London.
you be okay here?
The bed is uncomfortable, but it will do. Come back quickly with the painting, eh?
London cabbies. Gotta love them.
This is the place. Here on the right. To afford a place like this in London, you've got to be good at something. So, we clear on how we're going to do this?
Yeah, we're two insurance investigators, see? We finagle our way inside.
Finagle?
Yeah, finagle.
George, how could I ever forget?
Good, because I suspect...
You got it. No answer. Excuse me? Hello?
On your bike, darling. This is a private residence.
We're here to see Mr. Madovsky.
So?
We have important business with Mr. Madovsky.
And who the hell might you be?
I'm Nico Kalar, and this is my colleague, Georges Stobart.
Well, isn't that cozy? Can you count, darling?
Yes, of course.
Well then, 1, I don't know you all laughing boy here from Adam. 2, you ain't got no business round here. And 3, I don't like French birds. Comprenez?
Hi, guess who?
What do you want?
I don't suppose you know Mr. Madovsky's driver, do you?
Maybe you didn't hear me the first time. Get lost.
Hi, guess who?
What do you want?
Do you work for Mr. Madovsky?
No, I'm standing here pruning his edges for a laugh. Course I blooming work for him. Look, will you stop asking all these blooming questions? Can't you see I'm busy?
Hey, Georges.
What's up?
Seriously, how are we going to do this? According to Ronnie, Madovsky is the real deal.
Coming from Ronnie, that's quite a compliment.
If Madovsky's the killer...
We need to be careful. Which suggests...
I use my Gallic charm?
Exactly.
I had tried the intercom once. It... Hi, guess who?
What do you want?
We really need to see Mr. Medovsky about a most important matter.
Oh, why are you still here?
Hi.
What do you want?
I don't suppose you know Mr. Medovsky's driver, do you?
You really don't know when to give up, do you?
Hi.
What do you want?
We really need to see Mr.
Maybe you did get lost.
Hi. Guess who?
What do you want?
Showing him my press card would have blown my cover. It was Tokyo. Hi.
What do you want?
Nice bush.
Bush? This is so much more than just a bush.
Oh, I am sorry.
It's art, love. Or to be precise...
Topiary is a transition form.
That's right. A statement of man's dominance over nature. A metaphor for the human condition.
And yet...
It's not enough, is it?
Not for the big questions.
Life, death.
Right and wrong.
Tell me about it.
You struggle, monsieur?
Day and night.
That is the human
Can we ever escape it?
It is possible.
I see.
It is our only...
Well, you've given me food for thought, you.
Anytime.
Much appreciated.
You are welcome, monsieur.
So, anyway, this is my latest piece. What do you think?
It's very nice. Bird? Is it a bird?
It's a Russian Imperial Eagle. For the boss. I'm not quite up there with the great Knias material. Thanks, miss. I owe you one.
You do?
Of course. You've got a rare skill.
Thank you. We have important business with Mr. Medovsky.
I need a good reason to bother the boss with this. He's a busy man.
I understand, but I think he'll want to speak with us.
What makes what you have to say so important?
La Maledictio, a painting that belongs to him, has been stolen. If he wants his insurance claim processed quickly, then he'll want to speak with us. I think he might be annoyed if he finds...
Okay, okay. Hang on, I'll phone him now. Yeah, Mr. Medovsky? Yes, boss. Right, I will do. You've piqued the boss's interest. That isn't always a good thing. The gate should be open. I'll take you inside. Follow me, please.
Fick komma in.
Mr. Medovsky will be right with you, madame.
Well, we're in.
We'll make him think. See if we can get him to...
Welcome, welcome.
Good day, monsieur. My name is Nico Collard, and this is my assistant, Georges Tabar.
You are here to discuss La Malediction, yes?
Correct.
I am surprised to see you. My agreement with the gallery... It would appear that agreement has been broken.
A man has been killed.
An agreement is an agreement.
My apologies for disturbing you, monsieur, but
So be it. The loss of a painting is nothing compared to the loss of a life. Ask away.
How did you come into possession of La Malediction?
I purchased it at auction.
We have reason to believe that the theft was an inside.
Oh, that is terrible. The staff at the gallery were so pleasant to deal with. I trust this won't delay.
I'm sure matters will be sorted out. Did you know only the gallery owner?
Oh, purely on a professional basis. My restorer recommended...
Did you ever meet him personally?
No, only via email. I rarely fly. I'm carbon neutral, you know.
Very conscientious.
Well, the planet...
Do you have receipts for the painting?
Of course. I have already sent them to your office.
These...
What is there to process? I am the victim here.
A state you share? What connection do you have to Vera security?
I've never heard of it.
There is strong evidence that ties you to Vera security.
Oh, you are beginning to sound like a policeman, madame.
We are merely doing our jobs. We must leave no stone unturned.
I would leave this particular...
I'd rattled him, but I didn't want to push too hard. Of course. We will check our information again.
I would do that.
Your restorer, how does he fit into all this?
Hobbs? He did a little cleaning work on La Malad. I think that's enough for now. When do you expect the claim to be paid out?
It will not be long, monsieur.
When exactly? Surely you can give me a date.
Monsieur Medovsky, I'm sure you...
Please excuse the interruption, sir.
What is it, Shears?
Hobbs is here.
Tell him I'm busy.
He mentioned the portfolio, sir.
For pity's sake, can he not just follow simple instructions? Please excuse me for a moment.
The gardener's called Shears?
Yeah, probably not what his mother christened him.
What a creep.
Very clever creep at that.
He just brushed off the Vera connection. We need something else to get under his skin. I could use Marquez.
Yeah, it's just one man's word against another.
So what else can we do?
Let's take a look around. Maybe there's something here we can use again.
Good idea, Georges. You search, I'll keep watch at the window.
It was a beautifully inlaid cigarette box. The catch had snapped. The catch had snapped. Sadly, the paperclip just flexed and slipped off the catch. Can you hear what they're saying?
Yes.
You should not have turned up here, Mr. Hobbs. I made it clear I would deliver the package later today.
I wanted to make sure it got to me all right. I've got a lot of work to do on it.
This is most inconvenient.
Medovsky's arguing with his visitor, Ops, about the portfolio.
That portfolio. Medovsky had left the cabinet open. On the shelf inside was a business card and a scribbled note. I picked up the business card. It read, Wilfred Hobbs, Fine Art Restoration. I made a note of the address. Then I put the card back where I'd found it. No point arousing Medovsky's suspicions. It was Hobbs's business card. I'd already taken the address down. The note read, L-SERP drawings for you to check. W.H. Now we're cooking with gas. I wondered if the painting could be in the port. Everything was in Cyrillic, 1869. It was a thank you note from a British politician. Huh. But a Russian imperial egg. It looked rather plain. See a penny, pick it up, then all day you'll have good luck. I suspected the metals weren't. It seems Armadovsky has friends in low places.
It's like my boss said. The guy wants to be a player.
Medovsky in Libya. What kind of...
The kind.
By extraordinary good fortune, the coin I'd picked up was the perfect shape to flip open the broken catch. Fancy that. Romanovs. The same brand of cigarettes that were in the ashtray in Vera's security. Keys are always useful. I should have guessed. Keyboard was Cyrillic. I tried to remember how that row of keys read on a U.S. keyboard. A, S, D, G, or F? I couldn't remember. I figured that had to be the space bar. Z, X, A, S, I tried to remember. Z, X. It was locked.
study door's open now. Hear anything else interesting?
Hang on.
Listen, Hobbs, just take the portfolio and do your work. You are nervous, and I don't like that.
Understood. I have got a few questions, though.
I do not like questions either. Hurry up.
I noticed a couple of people arriving. Who were they? They look like coppers.
They were from the insurance company.
Has the...
Hobbs is going to head off with the portfolio. Whatever's in there is important. We need to stay with it.
I got Hobbs' address from his card. When we're done here, we should check it out.
Okay, Josh. But hurry. Medovsky will be back soon.
I'm gonna check out the study.
Okay.
Wow, there must be millions of dollars worth of art on these walls. The drawer was open, but inside... the desk was magnificent. Those two little holes... I resisted the...
Ja, hoppas ni gillar det där. Vi fortsätter nästa avsnitt 3. Glöm inte gilla klippet, tumma upp det och prenumerera, så hörs vi. Hej då.